gotta get on a plane. Oh, time flies when you're having fun. Why must it end when you've just begun? Your eyes are closed and I'm watching you sleep. Lost in a dream, I kiss you tenderly. Oh, when you wake, baby, I'll be gone. Back to the madness where I belong. You and I are stars up in the sky. 1,000 years and we align for just one moment in time. I'll cherish you forever. Only if only I could, I'd break the rules for you and do what you want me to do. I'd stop the hands of time and turn them back to be with you. I would never cause these tears to fall from your eyes. I would make it so we never have to say goodbye. The smile on your face is just so heavenly, burning itself into my memory. Oh, how time just cannot erase the way that I feel here in your embrace. You touched my heart, I just won't be the same. My world is aglow and you're the one to blame. Oh, you're a dream that somehow came true. My life is perfection because of you. I can feel you everywhere I go. You took my breath when you first said hello. When I'm gone, I miss you so. Ooh, oh, only if only I could, I'd break the rules for you and do what you want me to do. I'd stop the hands of time and turn them back to be with you. Oh, I would never cause these tears to fall from your eyes. I would make it so we never have to say goodbye. Don't you forget what you mean to me, like a shining star in my destiny. Wherever I go, you'll be with me. You'll be with me forever. I'd break the rules for you and do what you want me to do. I'd stop the hands of time and turn them back to be with you. I would never cause these tears to fall from your eyes. I would make it so we never have to say goodbye. Oh, hey, if only I could.
Kính thưa quý khán thính giả, vừa rồi là nhạc phẩm mang tên If Only với cô ca nhạc sĩ Vi Lê, một cô người Việt Nam mà đang hiện nay làm việc ở trong thị trường Mỹ. So once again, Vi, thank you so much for performing both songs for us. You sound beautiful, you look beautiful. My goodness, I love that she came in with these purple boots and I was like, ooh, hello. Hello, Miss V. We finally heard your voice, and now I can say you're this little lady with a big voice. Where does that come from? Where do these music choices come from?
I have to tell you, the big voice comes from being the youngest of 8 kids. Being the youngest of 8 kids, because you have to scream to be heard. Otherwise, nothing ever gets done.
8 kids, a small family.
Yeah, and we're loud. And my family, we're loud. So it's like, I had to project.
Let's talk about that. You grew up in a family of 8 kids, a Vietnamese family, but I guess the obvious choice would have been to work in the Vietnamese community, but you didn't. So why is that?
It's because, I remember in the last interview I explained that the reason why is because my dad was just telling me that you shouldn't sing in Vietnamese because I love you, I think you're an amazing singer, but con ca tiếng Việt Nam dở lắm, con không ca tiếng Việt Nam. So, but also I think it was because when my parents first came here from Vietnam, like they really wanted to assimilate quickly. They just thought it'd be for the best interest of the family that everybody just learn English as quickly as possible. So my dad, he kind of stated a rule that from now on everybody speaks English in the house. So that was kind of how I grew up. And plus, there's such a huge age gap difference between me and the next youngest. And so my sisters and brothers kind of were doing their own thing with their Vietnamese friends. But when I was growing up, there weren't really any Vietnamese kids in my class. I was like in a class full of Latino kids and white kids. So I just, because every kid wants to fit in, I just, figured, well, I'll just be American, and I'll just, be the best American I can be, I guess,
But the sweetest thing is we're sitting here talking about how you've assimilated, the family's assimilated. But as I remember correctly, last year during Hội chợ Tết, thưa quý vị, cô Vi Lê đã trình diễn năm ngoái trong Hội chợ Tết, and I remember that it was so important to you to perform for a Vietnamese audience for the first time, and I thought that it really moved me because I was like, okay, I really understand where you're coming from. And I have this weird thing. I feel like the Vietnamese kids that speak Vietnamese well or not, or English well or not, I feel like we should find some kind of unity.
Absolutely.
So for you, can you explain to me how you feel about, I guess, just being Vietnamese?
I really love the fact that I'm Vietnamese growing up in America, and just being an American. It's such a rich culture, and I feel that being a minority has really allowed me to have a lot of compassion and just to give me a really great world view, because I don't just think in one direction, or I don't see the world in just one way. It's like, I'm Vietnamese, but I'm American, so I've kind of got this thing called, I guess, dual vision, which I learned in political science class in college, and
That's a great term.
Right, it makes a lot of sense, and I think it's aided me as a songwriter because it's made me a lot more sensitive, and I think that's the key component of being an excellent writer or storyteller artist, because even as an actor, you have to try on different personas.
Absolutely.
So I think when you're writing, especially because I want to write not just for myself but for other artists, it's really important for me to have a lot of empathy. And so being Vietnamese has allowed me to develop that sensitivity and to have a really great social and political view of the world, and that I try to work that into my music. This album's a lot more fun, but we do other projects and we write other songs, and we incorporate a lot of that.
Well, let's talk about this album, but move away from the dual vision for a second. Let's have just singular vision for a second and talk about your album. This is the first album for Mavien Bliss. Now, Miss Vi Lê, your band is called Mavien Bliss.
Yes.
Why?
I know, it's a strange name. We were actually talking about this, and Mavien Bliss actually is Mavien Bliss, sorry. And what that means is my life in bliss. And it's
Français.
Right, en français, which is important to our culture because the French culture was very important to the Vietnamese heritage.
Absolutely.
And so, we've always liked that song, La Vie en Rose. So we just said, hey, why don't we play around with that and call it Mavien Bliss?
Right.
My life in bliss, and that's kind of where that came from.
See, I couldn't remember your band name for the longest time until I was explained why, and then now it's kind of serves as a mnemonic. It's what is her band name? Mavien Bliss, right? Mavien Bliss.
But then you Americanize it, and it's Mavien Bliss.
So Mavien Bliss has a new album, or the first album. This is the first album, and it is titled
Something Special.
Something special, definitely something special.
Which is funny because the song is about stupid boys, and yet we thought we like to make fun of ourselves. So we titled the album Something Special. It's just a cute play on the title.
I see. Okay, so titled Something Special, Mavien Bliss. Where do people find it?
You can find it on a new label. It's an online label called Industry Records, and if you go to my site, mavienbliss.com, you can find out all about Industry Records. It's a really exciting new label because it allows the fans to take equity in the artist. So what you do, because fans are so important and they're crucial for breaking artists anyways. So what you do is if you promote the artist and you sell the artist's music, you can make money. So, and it's the percentages are really good. So if you go to my site mavienbliss.com, you can find out all about it.
Ok, kính thưa quý vị, quý khán thính giả có thể ủng hộ và tìm hiểu thêm về ban nhạc Mavien Bliss với cô Vi Lê tại website mavienbliss.com. Kristine trân trọng kính mời quý vị. I feel like I really would like to invite everybody to go there and help support because you do represent true blue, Vietnamese American artist, lady empowerment. You play your instruments, you write your songs, and no apologies. And I really appreciate that you made it to the show today.
Oh, thank you,
We are out of
Kristine.
time. It happened so quickly.
I know. Seriously.
It happened so quickly. Any final words to our audience at home?
I'm just excited to be here, and like Kristine said, I'm really happy to be exposed to the Vietnamese community. I feel like it's really important for me, for who I am as a person, to connect with my community, and I'm very proud to be a role model, so thank you.
Thank you so much once again. Kính thưa quý khán thính giả, Kristine Sa cũng xin kính chúc quý vị một ngày vui vẻ, hạnh phúc và bình an, và xin hẹn gặp lại quý vị trong tuần sau. Đây là chương trình The Kristine Sa Show của đài truyền hình Van TV. We will see you next week. Please come back. Come back. Bye.